Willkommen zu einer neuen Folge L.A Noire. Wir sind hier in dem Haus von dem... Wie hieß sie jetzt nochmal? Mein Gott. Gucken wir nochmal schnell nach. Taralzen, genau, von der Theresa. Die hier kaltblütig ermordet wurde von einem Seemann mal wieder. Oder jemand, der Ahnung hat von Seilen. Also die Fälle wiederholen sich so ein bisschen. Jetzt wollen wir mal gucken, wo wir als nächstes hin wollen. Gehen wir ins Obdachlosenlager.
You know the way. You can drive. I think we ought to investigate the hobo.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought. You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Naja, plausibel ist was anderes.
Always bother. 60% never to leave me alone. I fought, risked my wife. And nobody cares about me. I took
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here. We should follow the only lead. These guys can wait.
Oder wir gehen einfach rein und gucken. Oder auch nicht. Was haben wir da?
Seems irrelevant.
Naja, irrelevant. Auf jeden Fall ein Krieger. Oder sagen wir mal so, seine Geschichte stimmt.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Nun gut, dann fahren wir mal zu diesem... Sag schon, zu dieser Baronsbar. Der hat einfach mal eben so die Telefonzelle umgefahren. Habt ihr das gesehen? Ey, oh. Aber selbst soll man aufpassen, nicht? Also, gucken wir mal, was da los ist. Oder kommen wir mal außen rum? Okay. Gibt kein Außenrum.
Gents, drink. Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. I'm Benny Clough. This about Theresa Taraldson? Yes, it is. I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out. If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Aha, der Babysitter sagte, er wäre nicht da.
What time did Theresa leave? Around 10:30, I think. On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it? She called for a cab. Did you get the number? Sure I did. I like Theresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Ja, dann nimm die Nummer. Ja, ordentlich reingehauen hier, ne?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Nun gut, dann.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night? I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description. likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny. All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing. You get a good look at these guys? Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana. And the other man? The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt. Any idea where she was headed? Nope. I didn't get that. The husband said she wanted to go dancing. And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls. Thank you for your help, Mr.
Okay, das lief doch diesmal wesentlich besser als beim letzten.
Hey, no problem.
Und dann schnappen wir uns Immer.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. Can't let the son of a bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after it. Come on, got a rod. Get in and drive.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
Den kriegen wir.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Warum muss er denn aufhören? Sag mal.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For
she's doch
some
ein
reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Get away.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Genau, schießt doch nicht drauf.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Kinder, schnell, schnell, schnell.
Put your hands in the air. Okay.
Warum müssen die immer wegrennen?
You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Interessanter Junge. Gut, dann Telefon. Da ist die Telefonbox. Wir müssen telefonieren.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks, man.
Okay, also wir sollen jetzt den verhören. Haben wir jetzt sonst noch einen anderen Ort? Nein, also müssen wir wieder zurück ins Zentralrevier, dann werden wir da mal hinfahren. Bin mal gespannt, was jetzt passiert. Ja, und da sind wir auch und gucken mal, wo wir hin müssen.
He's in interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Okay, Verhörraum 2, Seemann ärgern. Verhörraum 2, dort. Das ist das hier, wo die Tür genau.
Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble, that's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Brand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Also wieder zurück zu den Obdachlosen. Wird ja sehr lustig, das Ganze jetzt.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Theoretisch.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hook. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KTPL, we have Lars Terrelson picked up.
11K, roger.
Jetzt wird's interessant. Jetzt haben wir schon 1, 2, 4 Verdächtige. Oh, mit der dicken Schrotflinte.
LAPD, We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic. You need to hold out to the cavalry rounds.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Buckshot and keep you down, fella.
If you want your rightful share, we need to fight for it!
Gott, das wird wieder lustig.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Also da war er ja schon mal drin, ne?
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what
Und,
you
ach, guck
find.
mal, auf einmal ist eine Zeitung da. Dann wollen wir mal gucken, was die uns sagt.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Interessant, interessant. Ach ja, was tut der nicht alles, der Käse?
No good to me.
Natürlich bringt das Bild was. Oha.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer. Looks familiar.
Oh, das wird
Safe
immer
bet
besser.
it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
Also unser kleiner Kommunistenfreund war der Mörder. Aber trotzdem fehlt noch Der Schuh. Wenn ich den oder sowas noch finden würde. Nun gut, gucken wir mal.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Jetzt wird's spooky. Also ich denke mal, in dem Fall wird es nicht der Mann sein.
No real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
Genau, was ist sein Motiv? Das werden wir, glaube ich, mal im nächsten Part herausfinden. Wenn es euch bis hierher gefallen hat, lasst doch einen Daumen hoch da oder ein Abo und schreibt mir in die Kommentare, was ihr glaubt, wer der Mörder ist. Bis denn!